friends, today I am going to be doing the weight loss journey tag. Now I'm not sure who originally created this tag, but I first saw it on my friend Beck's channel called Beck's Corner, and I will have her channel listed in the description box below. And she just put it out there as an open invitation for whoever wanted to do this tag to do it. And so I thought, sure, I'll do it. Now I know a lot of my friends are on weight loss journeys, and you sometimes talk about it on your channel, sometimes you don't. So I know this is a topic that probably just about every woman has struggled with at one point in their life or other, whether it be to lose baby weight or even to gain weight. I wish I would have had that problem. But anyways, so we're going to do the weight loss journey tag. There are 11 questions, so let's get started. Question number 1, when did you start to gain weight? Probably when I was in 6th grade, so 12-ish. I started getting a little bit chunky. I think it was probably the pre-puberty chunk that a lot of girls put on, and so that's when I first started gaining weight. I never got, really big, but to a pre-pubescent, nearly 13-year-old girl, any extra weight was too much weight. So that's when I first started noticing that I was putting on more weight than I wanted. Question number 2, are you an emotional eater? No, I am not an emotional eater. I am a boredom eater. When I get bored, that's when I get the munchies. Otherwise, like all throughout the day, I can do great. Breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, and then the evening, when I'm not busy doing things, is when I want to eat. So that's always been my problem time. Number 3, how long have you been dieting? Well, probably since I was about 13. Like I said, when I was in 6th grade, I started putting on a little bit of weight, got a little bit chunky, and kids at school are very mean, and so they started teasing me. And so by about the time I was 13 or 14, I really started dieting. Number 4, are you following a specific diet? Yes, right now I am, although I'm not really considering it a diet, because if you think of diet, you think it's something that someday you'll just be able to stop once you lose the weight you want to lose, and I'm not going to be able to do that. I tried doing that in the past, and I just always gain the weight right back. I'm doing Trim Healthy Mama. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, you will know that because I talk about it quite frequently. And it has been the only diet that has really worked for me. I have tried about every diet you can imagine and some really unhealthy things. And Trim Healthy Mama is the best that I have found for me and for my body type, my situation, my lifestyle, and everything else. Number 5, have you cut out any food completely? No, not completely. I have drastically reduced the amount of cane sugar that I take in, but I don't 100% avoid cane sugar. Cane sugar is in absolutely, well, almost absolutely everything, even peanut butter and everything else. And so sometimes you just get sugar even when you're not even planning on it. It just happens. And so I don't purposely go out to eat things that I know are loaded with sugar, like candy and ice cream and cookies and cake and all of that kind of stuff. But sometimes there's a little bit of added sugar in things like my coffee creamer, or in the peanut butter powder that I use, or the all-natural jelly that I use just a teaspoon of on my toast. So for those types of things, I don't get militant about it. If it's there, it's there. I don't eat white potatoes, and I don't eat white rice, but if someone serves me a white potato, I will eat it. If they serve me white rice, I will eat it. But on the Trim Healthy Mama plan, they they recommend that you avoid white sugar, white rice, white potatoes specifically. So those are the things that I do try to avoid. Number 6, have you had success in losing weight in the past? Oh yes, I am the classic yo-yo dieter. I have lost the same 50 pounds and gained them back, gained and lost the same 50 pounds over the last 30 years. It's ridiculous. And like I said, the only one that I've really found a lot of success with is Trim Healthy Mama. Number 7, do you follow a workout plan? I used to be very, very vigilant about my working out. I used to work out 5 days a week without fail. If I missed a day during the week, I'd make it up on Saturday. But a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago now, I overdid it. I hurt my knee. I knew I hurt my knee, but I went ahead and pushed myself anyway, and I really hurt my knee. Thankfully, I didn't tear anything. I was just from overuse. And I continued to work out on that sore knee for 9 months probably before I finally went to the doctor. And all during that time, of course, my knee kept getting worse and worse and worse, and so I had to keep cutting back on my exercise and cutting back. And by the time I finally broke down and went to the doctor, I literally could barely walk on that leg, and it was basically from overuse. And I had to go to physical therapy, or they wanted me to go to physical therapy, but my stupid insurance wouldn't pay for it. So he ended up giving me cortisone shots. I got cortisone shots twice, and I rested my leg, and my knee now feels much better. I'm slowly trying to incorporate exercise back into my routine. I like to ride my exercise bike and watch YouTube videos, and my daughter and I really like to go for walks now that the weather is nice. Before, when I hurt my knee, I did the Leslie Sansone walk at home tapes, and I did, like I said, I did them every single day, and I had worked myself up to doing 4 and 5 miles at a time when my knee gave out on me. I really still do love Leslie's walking videos, but I'm a little bit leery to start back on them because I'm afraid I will hurt my knee again. Number 8, what are some of your favorite diets? I would have to say my favorite diet is Trim Healthy Mama. I like it because you don't have to count calories, you don't have to count points. You can eat basically whatever you want, as long as it's healthy. They don't want you to eat processed junk. They don't want you to eat a lot of sugar and a lot of salt. They want you to eat healthy fats. But all vegetables and fruits and lean meats and even fatty meats like bacon are welcome on this diet. It's basically just a matter of what you eat and when you eat it and how often you eat. That's basically all you have to keep track of. Number 9, how much weight do you want to lose? Well, before I hurt my knee, I was about 10 pounds from my goal. And then when I hurt my knee and I had to quit exercising, and then my mother passed away, and I was just lost, I guess. I was in this emotional abyss, and I just quit following Trim Healthy Mama. I pretty much quit exercising. I gained about 30 pounds of that back, 25 to 30 pounds back that I had, of the 50 that I had lost. Like I said, the same 50 pounds over and over again. And so like I said, I was about 10 pounds from goal weight. I would say right now I would like to lose 30 pounds. Number 10, do you feel like you're addicted to food? No, I don't think so. Not in the same sense that I've heard other people talk about it. I think maybe I used to be obsessed with food, and not so much addicted to it, but obsessed with how many calories was in it, how many calories did I eat. There was a period of time in my my adolescence, like I said, I had started dieting when I was about 13, and by the time I hit 14 or 15, I was anorexic. And I was not to the point where I was like emaciated and skeletal and about to die, and that's only because of my mother. She kept me alive because she refused to let me not eat, and she had raised me not to lie. So if she asked me, did I eat lunch or did I eat breakfast or whatever, I couldn't lie to her and say, yes, I did, when I didn't. And then she always cooked a family meal, and we sat down together as a family and we ate. And so she saw what I put on my plate, and she made sure that I put food on my plate. Now, I still was restricting my calories to about 500 calories a day. And I was working out every single day. I was doing physical education at school, and then I would come home and I would exercise in the evening for another hour. And then if I wasn't doing aerobic exercises, I was doing sit-ups and crunches and push-ups, and I was just constantly moving. I had read somewhere that, you know, as long as you're moving something in your body, you're burning more calories. So I would tap my foot, or I would constantly be moving. And like I said, I restricted my diet, my calories to about 500 calories a day. And I did that by barely eating any breakfast. If Mom said, did you eat breakfast? I would say, yeah. Half a piece of toast. I didn't tell her that because she had to leave for work before I ate breakfast. Did you eat lunch? Yeah. Just the vegetables on my tray at school. And then I would eat as little as I could get away with it at dinner and nothing else. And on weekends, I would eat maybe a cracker for lunch, and, you know, and because she didn't necessarily ask me so much on the weekends. And so, yeah, I was eating between 500 and 700 calories a day and exercising all the time. And I got skinny. I really did. But I didn't get to the emaciated, having to be hospitalized point, and I credit my mother with that. So yeah, I was obsessed with food. I was obsessed with how, like, you know, the calories in foods and how many calories I was consuming. And that's why I guess at this point in my life, I am just so tired of counting calories. And that's why Weight Watchers didn't work for me, because I just didn't even want to count the points. I didn't want to try to figure out how many points was in this and measure the food. And I just didn't want to do that anymore. And so that's where I'm at with Trim Healthy Mama now, because you don't have to do any of that. And number 11, are you comfortable in your body now? I don't think I've ever been comfortable in my body, to be quite honest. Ever since the kids at school started making fun of me when I was at a very impressionable age, I had a very bad body image, and I still do. Doesn't matter how thin I get, doesn't matter how fat I get, I still don't think I look good. And I really do think I have that body dysmorphic syndrome, and my family thinks I do too. Because they'll say, oh, you look nice, and I'll just go, ugh, you know, or I'll just look in the mirror and say, ugh, just shudder, because I just don't like the way my body looks. I don't feel comfortable in my own skin. And when I was almost at my goal weight a couple years ago, was the best I had felt in a long time about myself. So that's why I really want to get back down to at least 20 pounds down, and then I'll be back to where I had started, with still needing like 10 more pounds to go. I know that that's an issue that I really need to work on, and I talk with my daughter about that a lot, and she tells me, you know, it really makes her mad when people say how, you know, bad things about themselves and derogatory things about themselves, and so she tells me all the time that I'm beautiful, and she loves me just the way I am. And so I just need to start learning how to feel that way about myself. It's a work in progress. All right, friends, those are all of the questions that I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to tag anyone specific because I don't know who would like to do it. I don't know of anyone besides Beck who are openly talking about weight loss on their channel. So I'm just going to leave this as an open tag to whomever wants to do it. I will put the questions in the description box below. If you decide to do this video, just let me know and I will check out your video. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.